Welcome to Karibu Anawim's program, 15 Minutes at Dr. Zali's Desk, where we explore topics related to living with a facial disfigurement. This program is for you, your loved ones, for educational purposes and professionals who would like to know more about living with facial disfigurement. Our presenters have lived experience, research background, or work with people living with facial disfigurement. It's important to begin the conversation with terminology that society understands and is clear. We use the word disfigurement as it is the medical and legal terminology. We recognise you may identify with other words such as visible difference or with your own diagnosis. Let's see where the conversation goes. So pull up a seat, grab a cuppa, and let's chat around the table with Karibu Anawim's 15 Minutes at Dr. Zali's Desk.
Hi guys, and thank you very much for coming today and welcome. So lovely to be back in the seat. I'm a bit nervous today because for the last 6 weeks, unbeknownst to you, I've been over in Hawaii and interstate in Victoria, presenting internationally and also nationally about lived experience living with facial eye disfigurement and the role of counselling and offering many other different things. However, last week we looked at the importance of educating others, and we were educating our community to do the 4: smile, say hi, assume that we are intelligent, and ask a genuine question politely. This week is an education strategy for us. So hang on whilst I go back over to our banners and scroll up to the top and get the banners. So why should we educate ourselves? Well, to educate ourselves means that we lessen the sting in people staring at us. We lessen the sting of people avoiding us. We lessen, not eradicate, because we live in a society which they will do silly things, but we can they're often the hurtful barriers that we have, such as in school, bullying, and the stigma of we're not intelligent by the cohort of teachers in general, I'm saying, and lessen the hurtful barriers of workplace stigma. Why should we educate ourselves? To make employers, we are the employees, understand that some of them do not hire us but us the best candidate because we have a facial disfigurement, because of our faces, because that's an unknown thing for them, most of them. And it is also to create momentum regarding advocacy and getting our voices known and our faces looked at. So what's the cost? Well, the cost can be, whilst we're educating others, our community or ourselves, is that we can be ignored. We can be told that there's nothing wrong with our faces, that people don't see it. Have you ever had these things? Or have you had, you're making a mountain out of a molehill? I've had that, especially by family members. And we might be denied of our experiences. But what is the cost if we don't educate ourselves? Well, the stakes are high. If we don't educate ourselves on how to help educate others, or educate ourselves in how to be strong and stand up for ourselves and be proactive when we can and when we feel like it, and when we have got that, when we've come to that place where we can advocate for ourselves. Not everyone is at that moment in time in our journey, but when we can, this strategy, the do the 4+1, will be of great importance. But what is the cost if we don't educate ourselves? The cost can be high. For example, depression, anxiety, panic attacks, and less quality of life. So, who created the Do the 4+1? Well, and if guys have got any comments or any questions, please write them down, and I will be able to see the comments live. I just will have to look up to see, or look down to see them. Who created the Do the 4+1? Well, I created it. Why? Well, I analysed what I do in detail and what other people who feel comfortable and confident in themselves do. And I created a step-by-step process where everyone can remember. It can be replicated, it is simple, it is easy, you have to rehearse, and it can be flexible. So, what does it do and who's it for? It's for anyone. It's for us to give us a plan for anyone who might be staring or avoiding us, or, not going to, are a bit ducky or a little bit ducky about, ducky, another word for ducky for those people who don't understand, a little bit uncertain as to whether or not we are the best fit for their job that we've applied for. And it also empowers us to be proactive in the way that we do things, in the way that's said, and therefore proactive in the way that people will view us. So what is the Do the 4? I'll just go and get this. It's on here, and I'll add it to stage. And this is it. Do the 4. You smile, you say hi, you assume that they are intelligent, and then you give a genuine compliment like, "Oh, I like your dress," or "I used this one yesterday because not only did I like this woman's hair and what she was wearing, but her scent, her perfume. I was interested in what her perfume was like, so I may or may not have walked by her back, followed her along a little bit, trying to make it not so obvious, and I just said, 'Your perfume smells lovely. Can you remember what you put on this morning?' And she beamed and she said, 'Yes.' And then she told me it, which I have promptly forgotten. But it wasn't the point. It was the point of giving a compliment and to break the ice. Another one could be, 'Oh, you look good in green,' or 'Those earrings look great. Where did you get them?' And then +1 is that you offer your powerful truth-packed story. For example, for me, 'I can't see you on that side. If you need me, please touch my shoulder.' And so then I'll make myself bigger again. I'll remove this. Hang on. That's it. And that's it. Remember to be okay. That it's okay not to be okay, should I say. And to be practicing some self-kindness to your family this week. And this month we are doing the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Because this breathing technique, if we practice it, is said to help with reducing of anxiety and those racing thoughts, particularly if you've got any racing thoughts at night time. This could help you sleep and fall asleep and stay asleep. It could relax you because it activates the parasympathetic nervous system that is responsible for relaxation and may help reduce stress levels. So let's find a comfy place to sit. I have. Have you? I need a cuppa. 5 seconds. And so what we do is we inhale through our nose for the count of 4. Ah, that's nice. Hold our breath for the count of 7. And then exhale through your nose or your mouth, whichever you feel comfortable with, for the count of 8. Okay, in a minute, once I've had another quick cuppa, a sip, we'll practice. Now, I know that you may not be able to do this straight away, but you might be able to do this, you need to practice it. So should we count, we should count inhale, ready? For the count of 4, and then we do 7, and then we do 8, okay? Ready? We're going to count, inhale through our nose. Ready? For the count of 4. Hold our breath for the count of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should we do it again? Inhale 4 times to the count of 4. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath for 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhale through your nose or your mouth. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Next week, on this topic of importance of educating others, we're going to be talking about educating schools, which is a very biggie. Which is a biggie. So until then, there's a comment. Robert says, I feel so relaxed. Did you practice, Robert? It does relax you, especially except when you're trying to do it and rehearse it at the same time as and practice it whilst I'm doing it and saying it. Dear me, never mind. That's okay. So thank you, Robert. And now I am going to go to Brand and say, see you later. See you next time. See you next week. Same time, same place.
By golly gosh, it's the end of Karibu Anawim's 15 Minutes at Dr. Zali's Desk, and that's a wrap for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Please remember that all information given during this episode is for general application only. If you have any specific medical issues, as always, consult with your medical practitioner. Like, subscribe and share on whatever platform you find us on. For more information, please connect with Karibu Anawim on our website at karibuanawim.com or email us at inquiries@karibuanawim.com.